Hey everyone, and welcome to today's video. So one of the things that you don't really want to have to think about, and hopefully you will never use but could be useful, especially if you track your car, you do spirited driving, is the thought of having one of these on hand. So a fire extinguisher. So it's something I thought about while I was in the Alps. Actually, if something happened, did I need to have one to hand or not? Obviously, seeing people out on track and actually what can happen, especially when you're modifying cars a lot, you're touching wiring, etc. Or just in general, things can go wrong. So it's not necessarily something you need on a road car as such, although it's something that wouldn't harm but could get in the way. So it's entirely up to you. But for me, because the R53 that I'm planning to build is going to be more of a track focused and spirited driving, I wanted to make sure I got one of these on hand. Now you can sort of just strap them in place. I've seen some Velcro type attachment and some generic sort of brackets, etc. you can attach in your car. But I came across a company called Racesafe, and they actually do brackets that sit in the footwell and actually stop the fire extinguisher from rolling about. And it's a nice solution that bolts in just underneath the seat at the front, so you can sort of easily grab it, put out whatever fire you need if there's something in the car or just on the outside, like in the engine bay, etc. You've got it to hand. Like I said, it's hopefully something that you won't ever have to use, but it's nice to have on hand. Obviously, always making sure that fire extinguisher is in date. So Racesafe actually do brackets for both the R53, the R56 and the F56. So I'm going to have two videos on the channel. So if you've joined this one and you're looking for the F56 one or vice versa, there will be a video on my channel for fitting to both cars. So what we'll do, we'll jump into the installation process now, as well as what's in the box. Okay, so what's in the box? So if you look, we've got the fire extinguisher. You can order on the website whether it's a chrome or a red one, whatever you want to match your car, that's personal preference. You can also have smaller or larger ones as well, so you've got the choice. Then you've got the actual bracket itself. So you can see it's got a little RS logo in it, and it's got the fire extinguisher bracket on. So this isn't normally attached in the box. So what I've done, you get a nut and a bolt and a washer, and you just put literally the nut through the bolt through the bottom and tighten up that nut on top and hold it in place. Now I've left it loose, so I've got that ability to slide the fire extinguisher left and right. Once it's in the right place in the car, I'll tighten those up while it's in there. And the only reason I'm doing that is because obviously for my car, it's a road car. So I want the ability for a passenger to be able to easily get in and out and not have the fire extinguisher in the way. So I want to tuck it in to the front of the seat as much as possible and actually shift it across. And this bracket gives you that ability to have that adjustment so that I can actually make sure the fire extinguisher is towards the center console. And what I'm thinking is probably this rounded edge facing outwards and this more complicated edge inwards, so that people getting in and out of the car don't catch themselves on here and don't accidentally pull the pin and set it off, etc. I think that'd be quite difficult to do, but I just want to avoid any chance of anyone catching anything on this end. Okay, so let's show you how to attach the bracket and the holder for the extinguisher. Okay, so you can have your bracket. You want the RS facing upwards, and then you have your fire extinguisher bracket. So you decide which orientation you want it, so where you want. So this red end is where all the gubbins on the fire extinguisher goes. So I want it roughly in the middle. So what I'm going to do, put these from underneath. One. And then let's just get that little nut on there. We'll do the same on this side. Okay, so all you do, put your Allen key in that bottom end and then tighten it with your 8mm socket. Same with this end, Allen key in. That's nice and tight. Let's go. Now the install process itself is going to be really simple. It's literally unbolting the front two bolts in the seat, lifting it up slightly to put this in, and then bolting through. So we'll show you that on the car now. Okay, so you can see we've got the passenger seat there. Now the bracket literally goes under this bolt here and this bolt here. What it does, it slides in like that. So we just need to get those out, and on a Mini, I think they're a T40 Torx bit, we'll just loosen those bolts out completely and remove the front two. And there should be some flexibility to lift the seat up a little bit to slide the bracket in. If not, we can come round and undo the rear bolts, but I don't think that's going to be needed. Okay, so we've just got here and here. So we'll get our Torx bit. You can do this, you don't need an impact gun to do it, but let's get those removed. 1. 2, and you can already see that seat lifted up. You can see we've got some flexibility now to get that bracket in. Okay, so once you've got those 2 bolts out, you can see we can lift that seat up and slide the bracket in place. Now, there's 4 holes. I'm going to put it on the first one, and that's because I've got OEM seats with the OEM adjustment. So, depending on what seat you have, you may or may not have this handle. Sometimes I think there's a metal bar in the middle you lift up. So I've got to be able to clear this, so I think the first hole, but you've got 4, because depending on whether you have bucket seats, you can obviously mount this further into the car. But for me, I think it's going to be the first hole we're going to go through, and all we do, put the bolts back in, hand tight, to start with, and then we can nip those up after. Let's get the other side in. Can we get away with the second? I don't think we can. The reason I'm saying can we get away with the second, if we put the extinguisher in the bracket, it's whether it clears this handle here. So there, if I tighten that up, I think the second hole actually gives you still some clearance on this handle to slide it backwards and forwards. But again, depending on how far you want your seat back, and this is all personal preference to which hole you put it on. You can put it on the first hole, but because mine's only a 2-seater, no one ever gets in the back, so the seat is always towards the back of the car. I think I'm comfortable in terms of that hole, so let's do that up. Okay. Okay, so that's 2 bolts, brackets secure, your fire extinguisher's in place. Now there's movement in that at the moment because I've not done the bolts up, but there's plenty of room underneath here to get an Allen key in and do that up, so we'll get this out of the way. Now, it's up to you in terms of OCD, whether you want it central, you want it closer. It's completely up to personal preference on where you want to slide that extinguisher. Now with mine, because I have this lift, I can only go so far with the seat coming forwards. But if I wanted to make that so I could bring the seat further forward, because I've got, let's say, space in the back, I could put it on the front hole. So you've got that adjustability to work for your car. And obviously if you've got bucket seats as well, you might want to mount this further in, especially if they're fixed bucket seats, so it hugs the bottom of the seat. It's entirely up to you. Again, all personal preference, and they give you the option with these multiple holes, which is really useful. Okay, and then for actually doing the bolts up underneath, let's move that out the way. So getting under here with the Allen key can be a bit tricky, so depending on if you decide you want it central, you could centralise it up off the car and then do the bolts up. It's entirely up to you which order you do it in. It'll probably be a bit easier. Even if I pull this mat out, I've probably just got a bit of room to get underneath. Okay, so that's tight. We'll do the next one. Again, the bracket's built so it gives you that adjustability. So you can move things around. I've done it in the car. You could do this at step easily off the car, but it's not too tricky either way, to be honest. It's just getting that. Okay, so that's nice and secure now. Let's put the extinguisher back in. Okay, so we can see that fire extinguisher is installed now. It's nice and safe on its bracket. You can bring this forward if you wanted to. And the adjustability still works. So again, it's just how far you want to be able to bring your seat forward to which hole you use, so you could get more. And also, like I say, if you've got that central, I think it's on the older style seats, the metal bar, that gives you even more clearance. Okay, so the great thing about this is obviously you've got the extinguisher just down here to reach, so you can see without even leaning forwards, I can actually reach the end of the bottle. So a centimetre forward, grip out, pin out, whatever you need to do to put your fire out. You can see that's just in reaching distance. Now if you've got harnesses on, you could lean forward and put, well, without leaning forward should I say. You can see that I'm able to actually take it in and out that bracket without harnesses. Now it depends, obviously you should have an emergency release anyway to release you quickly, especially if you're fire. You're not going to keep your harness on, are you? You're going to get out quickly, so you're going to be able to lean forward. But even so, you could technically do it being harnessed in as well, which is good to see. And it's just nice, it's not distracting, not in your way. I'm going to jump in that passenger seat and see if it's in my way at all using that side. Okay, so if I step in the car now, my car's on jacks in the air at the moment, so ignore me just jumping in, but I mean that's absolutely, unless I sit like this rigid, you can be stretched out, outstretched feet. Have I got the ability so I could go back further? Now if I wanted to bring my legs a bit further forward, you could move it out to that very final hole, and allow you some more movement to move the seat forwards. But yeah, it's not in my way. I'm not going to catch my clothes on anything. The whole purpose of me putting the fire extinguisher sort of functioning end this side is so that there's just nothing on the left to catch on the back of my left leg as I'm getting in and out the car. People not used to having these things about, might stand on it, etc. You're not going to catch it too much having it that way round, so that really works. So I think from an install perspective, you saw it was like less than 5 minutes. Gives you that fire extinguisher, that extra level of safety in your head. So for me, it's always positive to have those sort of things in. It's to hand. Like I say, you can get a chrome one, so if you didn't want the bright red in the interior of your car, you could have a chrome one, and I'm sure there's other colour extinguishers out there, or you could do something in terms of wrapping it if you were really bothered about the colour of it. But for me, it's all about the safety rather than the look on some of these things. Not everything, obviously, you know what I'm like, but for me, this does exactly what it says on the tin. It puts a fire extinguisher in your reach, in the driver's seat, for whatever circumstances may or may not happen, and it just gives you that peace of mind that you've got one to hand. So if you found today's video useful, please hit that thumbs up button to like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get alerts every time we upload new content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.